Oops. Hey, so part 3 for your balance. I've got Blaise here for the last bit of it, so we'll get into it. We've only got about 25-30 minutes to go, so we'll I just wanted a human being on the table for the stuff that I just can't do with my self-muscle testing. So get into your energy field.
Teddy in the background there.
Okay, am I in? Yep. Okay, so from all the information we had the other day, and with the new supplement regime, okay, so what I want to focus on is the whole reproductive tract. Hold out for me. Hold out for me. Minus all your supplements. Hold out for me. Yeah. So without the supplements, unlocking, so still needing support. But like the supplements were indicating the other day, there seems to be some sort of allergic component going on at the moment with the skin tissue not healing. So potentially too many white blood cells attacking the area, or some sort of autoimmunity where the immune system's attacking the tissue. Not a good thing, but that's okay. And the vitamin A helps to heal endothelial and epithelial tissue.
Is there ever a thing where you just have too many white blood cells?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like just, a waste of resources.
No, definitely. And leukemia is classic too many white blood cells.
But is it too many white blood cells, or white blood cells attacking the body or something?
Well, autoimmunity is when the immune system's attacking a body organ.
Yeah.
So with things like, there's lots of disease, so with rheumatoid arthritis, the white blood cells or the immune system's attacking the joints. With nephritis, the immune system's attacking the kidneys. With Graves' disease and Hashimoto's, the immune system's attacking the thyroid. So with endometriosis, the immune system's attacking the uterus. So yes, and one of the potential problems with this upcoming vaccine is that they know there'll be an immune modulation with the second vaccine, which they're now getting all the mediated called immune response. So if we get an enhanced immune response, it's a good thing. Whereas what it is a reaction. So they're trying to reframe side effects. And so that's what you'll be hearing in the news.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Not to go down that.
Yeah, so in relation to excess white blood cells. And hold. Hold. Healing ability. Hold. Okay. Hold. Okay. But obviously the problem with the mRNA vaccine is that it's going to change our DNA. So it's never been done across the world before, and it's certainly never been done in humans on this level before. So it's going to be years until they see the long-term side effects of what actually changing our DNA and our genetics does.
Yeah. Too big for me.
Just don't do it.
But yeah, I specifically meant, I guess, like your body goes into hyperproduction of something needlessly. Like, that's a thing that happens.
Oh, that's a huge thing that's happened.
I wonder if that's a thing that happens specifically with white blood cells and what the effect of that would be like. If you have too many police and they're not doing anything, like, is that
But they
terrible?
are doing things, that's the problem.
So what are they doing?
Well,
I mean,
like
with autoimmune, they're attacking something. Is there something where it just stockpiles on white blood cells for no reason? And what cost does that have to the body? That's my question. Because I haven't heard of something where your body just needlessly produces too much of something for no reason.
Well, the problem is there will be a reason. There will be a you know, say a cytokine storm or something. So there will be like an inflammatory response that requires an inflammatory trigger that elicits an immune response. But that inflammation can be from anything. So that inflammation could be from, you know, too much Wi-Fi 5G. That inflammation could be from too much crappy food, too much sugar, too much alcohol. It could be from too much stress. It could be from not enough sleep. Yeah, you could be. Yeah, you could be living somewhere where there's pesticides in the air all the time. You know, at the moment we've got the smoke up at Fraser Island. You know, so if you're hypersensitive like Sarah's mum, you know, that'll create an immune response in your lungs. So it's I would think it's never in relation to nothing. It's always in relation to something. And hold. And hold. Good. Okay, so in relation to optimal health and well-being of the reproductive tract. Hold.
And I
Keep
guess
trying.
And I guess maybe even that is a thing that is happening around the place, but the side effect is that they're never sick. So you had
well, that's an optimal level. So an optimal level is we get toxic, we clean out our cells, and our immune system does the right job.
No, but what if your immune system's just like hyper prepared, hyper vigilant all the time, and somehow you're having enough nutrients or whatever to maintain whatever resources your body needs to maintain such a well-oiled machine of immune response.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
in the triple heater meridian, there's the adrenals, the thyroid, and the immune system, and they all work in concert with each other. So if you've got heightened stress, that can shut down your immune system. If you've got heightened stress, that can shut down your thyroid. So, and your thyroid, like, it's an overall metabolism organ, so it has an overall effect on your temperature, your immune system, your energy, your weight, your metabolism.
Your thyroid's in your neck?
Yeah. You know, so when we're feeling gritty in there.
Thigh in the name, though.
Thigh.
You'd think it'd be.
You'd think it'd be down here in your thighs, yeah.
I mean, big part of your body, your thigh, biggest bone, big muscles, like, and your thyroid.
He's a funny guy.
Right, pivotal part of the body. It's in your neck.
Okay, optimal health and well-being of the reproductive tract. And hold.
Whatever happened to don't put all your eggs in one basket? Evolution didn't take that into account. Let's see. We'll put everything on the head.
Hold.
And we'll attach that by the neck.
Actually, let's ask in relation to any and all active infections. Hold. Hold. Any and all infections healing. Hold. Okay, hold. Any and all infections that are healing. Hold, 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 hold. So it feels like everything's on its way, which is a very, very, very good thing.
Oh, did it feel like everything was nearly there?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw everything go down, and I went, oh.
Well, active infection's locked.
Okay.
Whereas infections that are on their way to healing, that's still unlocked, which indicates that there's still some work to do.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's what we're after.
Mm.
We're after change. But no surprise with all of that, the base chakra is blowing. So base chakra around safety, security. Yeah.
So chakra that all the other chakras build off.
Yeah, it is. It's fairly important. Good old base.
It's a deep chakra.
It is. Very much linked in with our fight and flight stuff. Okay, so is that blowing the celestial circuit? Sure is. Hold. Okay. Yeah, right. It's the left side that's out. So it's the caring side of the nervous system that's exhausted. It's over it, sick of caring about it.
Yep. It's sort of like the whole year, right?
Yeah.
Sick of caring about it.
Yeah, 2020. See you later.
Oh gosh, get out of here. There's a meme where death is has arrived to take a dog. The dog's died, I guess, or whatever. And death goes, come on, it's time to go. And the dog goes, oh, was I a good boy? No, I'm told you were the best.
No.
So that's the sweet original comic. The meme, of course, is, occasionally someone of note will pass on. I'm trying to think of someone. I'm trying to think of someone in an appropriate meme or something. I think Billy Mays here, that American person who sells things on TV. He's like a daytime ad, infomercial, product placement selling person, Billy Mays.
Right.
And he died.
Right.
So for him, the meme would be something like, was I a good man? Whatever it would be like. I'm sorry, Billy Mays, it's time to go. But that's not all! It would be the Billy Mays. Yeah, that's not all. I've also got probably several other notable people who died that year would be a good way to end that one. It's time to go. But that's not all. No. And then he's got several other people who also died that year or so. I don't know. So that the meme is there. And I forget why I brought it up. Oh, 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Letting it go.
Come on, 2020. It's time to go. Was I a good year? No. You were just the worst.
I was going to say, you're not going to say it was the best year, are you? Oh,
no,
my goodness.
because that's the other one, is that they flip it on its head and they go, no, you're absolutely terrible. I don't even want you, but I have to take you with me or something.
Okay, so the caring about all of that was in third stage stress, so the chronic fatigue of your celestial circuit. So that's cleared now, but there were a couple of little things in there. It was linked in with the base chakra again, and your reticular activating system, the noradrenaline that has been created, so that long-term stress hormones that's been created by this, constantly releasing acetylcholine, making your little nervous system vigilant constantly, looking for symptoms, looking for discomfort, looking for pain, and then expecting new and worse symptoms all the time because of that constant stress going on there.
Oh.
So which doesn't help the immune system. In fact, it, you know, destabilizes it hugely.
Like sometimes you have to go into the doctor every couple weeks or something for, you know, to make sure that something's going okay, but every time there's another little checkup, and every little checkup it's like, you know, there's other things also wrong with you. It's like, thanks. Except, what if it's your own brain that's doing it? Thanks, brain.
I must have another look. I was listening to Dr. Rashid Buttar this afternoon. He's a functional medicine doctor in the States, and I really like him this year. I've listened to lots of his stuff. But he's got, and I don't know the name of it, so this will be a useless thing to say, but he's got this cool technique online that you can use that is free, that gives you an idea of whatever treatments you're out there using for whatever health problems you've got going on. This is like an assessment tool online so that you know whether or not you're improving or going backwards. So I need to listen to his video again because he does waffle a bit as well. I mean, I don't mind the waffle because it's all waffling stuff.
I can't imagine any health expert who might go on a bit of a waffle.
Yeah, we never do that.
If you have enough knowledge about a subject, talking about anything in the subject can bring up something else within that subject. If you only know about, I don't know.
Well, he actually showed a bit of Australian TV that was talking about, well, something very political. And he was sort of saying that in America they're not hearing any of that news, so he has to listen to Australian TV to hear an alternate perspective, which is funny. And of course it was Sky News.
No, of course, yeah. It is a bit funny. Framing, I think, is the main thing. Even when you get the news, framing is important.
What do you mean?
Well, you could say, I don't know. Person alleged other person did a thing, but the framing will be person who is involved in bad things alleged person who is a good person is involved in obviously, you know, fake things. See how the framing is there? It's like the news would be very dry without all the framing, so people dress it up.
Right.
They try to direct your opinion.
Try.
Well, they succeed in directing a lot of opinions.
They do. So this is LPH. LPH is a homeopathic for the lymph. And homeopathics are an energetic medicine, of course, so the aim is to get the cells chatting to each other and trying to wake up the etheric energy within the cells so that energetically they're moving better. Physical things that you can do for the lymph are, of course, exercise, deep breathing, meditation, skin brushing, always doing from the feet to your heart. Even things like Epsom salt baths help with the lymphatic system. In the shower, you can even have like some rock salt or something like that and just sort of, you know, moving the tissue in underneath the skin with rock salt. It helps to cleanse the lymph in underneath there if you don't have a bathtub. Mini trampolines, you know, so those little round trampolines that are only about 60 centimetres round. Those mini trampolines, you know, bouncing on them 10-15 minutes a day gets the lymph moving.
What is the lymph?
Well, there's more lymph in the body than there is blood, and it's basically the garbage system of your body.
Okay.
So when we're moving toxins and infections and that sort of thing, and we don't feel like it's, because sometimes we're killing things off, but then we get inflamed. So you can feel like you're getting worse in the short term, of course, but if the lymph isn't taking things away, then we do get that auto-intoxication thing going on. So it is. And the main lymph areas, there's heaps down through here, heaps in the inside of here. There's a big pocket of them down through the top of the gut, because the whole gut, in through the groin area, there's a massive load in there as well.
Garbage system. So
Yeah.
if you're, for example, eating garbage,
Yep.
and your body goes, I don't know how to process this. This shit was created in the last 30 years by commercialization. You go, oh, well, how do I eat this processed stuff? It goes, well, I'm not dealing with it. Stomach, you dealing with it? Nah. All right, off to the nymph then.
The nymph.
The lymph fat. I was trying to think up a joke before. I was going to say, I thought lymph was like a sexy elf or something. Yeah, that's why the node's on your neck. Yeah, no, so that's a Freudian slip from a joke I was thinking about but decided was inappropriate and didn't go on.
Oh yeah, so we won't talk about that.
Yeah. No, but the lymph is the garbage man. So.
Yeah, so from that lymph perspective, like even doing self-massage sort of, you know, sort of on the inside of the shoulders and straight down through the front of the chest, and then between our rib cage, underneath where the rib cage joins, sort of in the groin, going to the inside of the legs. You know, behind the knees, there's a bunch of lymph nodes. And when I do lymphatic drainage massage on people, people often feel really sick when you mess around with behind the knees. So people who get a lot of fluid and swelling, whereas she's very thin, you know, so nonetheless, you can still end up having excess fluid in a very specific area as well.
So would just scrubbing, making sure that you scrub, is that the kind of thing that would help the lymph, or is it more of a physical, under the skin kind of thing?
Well, it's just underneath. Well, there's a lot of lymph nodes, but then in underneath the skin, every cell has got 4 lymph nodes around it. So there's a lot of lymph nodes compared to the number of cells in our body. It's a huge system.
Yeah.
So the nodes are, you know, it's sort of like opening up the engine and seeing everything there. The nodes are what you see, but the stuff you don't see is the, you know, there's trillions of them, you know, of the actual lymph cells. But then there's organs that are lymph nodes. So the tonsils, they're lymph nodes. The spleen is in the lymph system. You know, the thymus gland is linked to the lymph system.
Again, thymus. It should all be in the leg. Anyway. Thymus.
Can't buy good health these days, I don't know.
Buy?
The subcolossal gyrus is linked in with this, so it is being linked in once again to the moods, the energy, that depression that can come when, you know, you're getting overwhelmed with how long everything's taking. So the subcolossal gyrus, but you don't want to go into depression because depression slows your immune system down again. So heightened fear and anxiety doesn't help your immune system. Being depressed doesn't help your immune system. So it's like your immune system goes, well, you don't care, so why would I bother? You know, not a great place to be. But that just blew the throat chakra, even just talking about the subcolossal gyrus.
I just call it large. Subcolossal.
Subcolossal. It's not quite colossal. Good one.
The large gyrus.
I was at a seminar, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, and there was this dude who was a personal trainer, and he was right into brain mechanics, but he wasn't a neurologist, and he wasn't a naturopath, and he wasn't anything. He was a personal trainer. Anyway, but he was talking about parts of the brain, and he actually mentioned the corpus callosal, and I got the giggles because it's corpus callosum. So I thought, okay, that's just funny. So I had my own colossal joke that day.
Yes.
Found it very amusing.
Nice. Colossal cakes.
Mm.
Are they still around?
Yeah, of course.
Good on 'em.
They don't sell many cakes. They sell lots of Indian and lots of paleo food.
Indian and paleo? What?
Predominantly.
What?
Yeah.
I've not been to Colossal
Yeah.
in a colossal time. Years.
So if we go there, we're more likely to get halloumi stacks or,
Jeez. Alright.
you know.
It'd be nice if there were more restaurants that tried to make affordable, delicious, healthy food.
Yeah, so they're paleo bread. You can pretty much ask for anything with paleo bread.
Nice.
Which makes it less inflammatory for the system, of course.
Yep.
Okay, reticular activating system again. So with all of the stuff that I stacked in with the reproductive system, then there was deep survival and hidden deep survival in the celestial circuit was gemmed. I'm just working on the survival patterns in relation to it now. And this is another reticular activating circuit. This one's low serotonin, so not feeling calm, not feeling nurtured, not feeling happy about it.
I imagine there is a colossal something, and the subcolossal is just
Subcolossal gyrus.
Colossal gyrus. Is there a colossal gyrus?
There's a whole bunch of gyruses. I know, I was thinking that before myself. I thought, well, I actually did think, well, what colossal is it under?
I usually get the gyrus that has halloumi on it, get olives. Sometimes they do fries. They put the fries on it as well with a good aioli or something.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, like it's a Greek gyrus. Yeah. It's a good shopping compel. Doesn't make sense in Australia when they start spelling it with a Y.
No, it's true. Oh well. Luckily having kids being able to read and spell isn't that important to us anymore.
Yeah, I thought in Greek it's with a G. Yeah, but you guys kept calling them gyros.
Okay, anything? I think the survival patterns are clear. Let's just have a squeeze. Good. Now, I know your enthusiasm's been low lately, so I'll also just ask about being able to see health and happiness, feeling a bright future, optimism. Then we'll just do some brain integration in relation to that, because that'll help to keep you on track so that you can look after yourself. And hold. That was the corpus callosum that just shut down then. So lack of integration with your logical and creative hemispheres of the brain. Fear, threat, danger, shutting it down.
I reckon I've probably got a bit of the corpus callosum not connecting at the moment. But no creative energy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's all logic. It's all logic all the time.
Yeah, okay.
You know, my creative idea that I came up with was basically just a motivational, inspirational kind of animation about the logic of, well, you have to work hard at something.
Yeah,
to
right.
Good at
Well, there's an irony.
Okay. That was my creative idea. I looked as far into my creative self as I could get to. That's where I got.
But I know what you mean. It's been such a crap year. I sort of because I need to stop listening to doctors and I need to stop listening to science because it's just giving me the willies. But now that the vaccines are so close, I feel like I can't, because more whistleblowers are coming out telling us what's in these things.
Well,
So there's more information about the potential side effects. There's more information about the lack of research they've done. There's more information about the lack of standards that they've followed.
Yep. All you can do is broadcast that to as many people as you can, and ideally without triggering the silencing.
Yeah, because, you know, we're supposed to have informed consent with medicine, and we don't. It's just a whole wad of lies at the moment. There was a short video that had Dr. Rashid Buttar in it again, but it had 26 doctors from around the world all giving their little perspective for like 30 seconds on what's going on in the world. And they were from all the continents, and it was really amazing just to hear the big perspective of what's really going on. But, of course, it's been removed from YouTube already.
Okay.
Can't allow doctors to speak. That's just crazy talk.
It's okay. We'll remove their medical licenses and then we'll let them talk after they've been spreading.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, there'll have to be some big lawsuits about this before people will pay attention.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I think you said something skeptical about the COVID vaccine.
No. I was thinking that because I'm very much into my logical brain these days as well. You know, but I'm always trying to hear people's perspectives, but it just gives me the shits when they're just lying.
There was a
Interior commissure. Frontal cortex, problem solving, activating the ability to, basically problem solve. So hearing all the perspectives and getting things working there. Hold on. You what, sorry?
Tim Pool had Destiny, a person who is a well-known internet debater. Tim Pool had Destiny at his little live show that he does, and it was fairly aggravating, but it's like
sadness, despondency, depression.
Yeah, that he said things like, it's a shame that we had this like half-assed lockdown. And it's like, well, some states were really hard and other states weren't very hard. You know, in America it's so weird. But some of their states locked down that didn't need to, and some of them didn't lock down that probably should have had more measures put into place.
That's if you believe that lockdowns work.
Well, more measures put into place. You know, like encouraging people to social distance and stuff. Like, look, the social distance encouraging, that's like a reasonable measure of reducing infection, right? No?
If you're sick, don't go out.
Yeah.
That's always been a thing.
But what if you could be sick for several weeks without even knowing?
Yeah, but that's bullshit. The World Health Organization and the Lancet have published studies showing that it is not the case.
Is this going to be a primary or?
No, so people are still pushing that narrative, but it's just not true. It's not true.
And look, if you want the standard line, just go to that link that'll be below this video that Google will put up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bots will hate me today.
Yeah. You click on the link, there's no evidence of widespread. Not gonna say it.
Well, that's what's bugged me all year, because I have been listening to the scientists who have coming out and they've been following people and they've been looking at the data. Masks do make things worse. So people wearing masks are more likely to develop infections.
But Mum, you're not including the fact
Don't.
that the N95 masks.
Yeah, but no one's wearing them.
No, you're neglecting the fact that N95 masks are very effective at preventing viruses from getting in. See? So it's good for a healthy person. But they're expensive and rare, so just let the doctors get them and don't buy any.
If you're not breathing in oxygen, you're going to get sick.
Yeah. See, I don't have any skin in the game.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it!
I'm listening to you. I agree, for the most part. Yeah. Calm blue ocean.
Calm blue ocean.
That we're not allowed to
happiness,
go for a trip
optimism.
anymore.
Happiness, optimism. Seeing a bright future.
Yeah, I'm going to do some animations. It's gonna be great.
Creativity with your thoughts. Creativity with your thinking. Fun, loving life.
Yeah, is that for me or her?
Oh, okay, there's something in the little integration section. So this one's the second one. So it's Wernicke's, which is the thoughts behind your words. So when you have a year like this where, well, where every man and his dog is censored, you know, it's almost like you're having to overthink everything before you say it. And if you actually say anything that you actually think, you're going to go to, you know, YouTube jail or Facebook jail or somewhere.
Well, it's also, everyone's been activated this year. And so, alright, stop the boats. How do you feel about stop the boats? I live in Australia. Does it make sense? I don't like the not humanitarianism of it. Can we afford it? I don't know.
Oh.
What's my opinion? Don't really have a strong one. Don't like it.
I care less about that than losing my freedoms.
Well,
and we've lost so many freedoms this year.
So
therefore that is highest on my list.
Yes, that was a stepping stone towards that comment. That this year has been a giant activation of everyone caring really strongly about stuff. Because it's like, alright, everyone, some of you, your jobs, they don't exist anymore. What? Yeah, sorry. But they spread disease too much. Yeah, but we've been doing this for like 70 years, this particular type of thing. Yeah, we've been doing this thing for like 100 years. When was Titanic? Cruise ship? Anyway, just...
I don't know, was it 28? 18?
I think
17?
the 100th year was recent.
Yeah, right. Like maybe it was 18.
I think it was it during?
17,
Just after
12?
World War I?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, anyway,
I'm sure someone will let us know.
It's been over 100 years now since Titanic, so that's cool. So that means cruising has been around for over 100 years commercially for fun. And yeah, that's gone. That industry.
Yeah, gone.
So...
Anyway, so I'll upload this. You'll get a copy in a little while. He's had some fun. So that sort of at least completes our little balance from the other day. And yeah, so I'll see, where are we? What date is it? Early December. So I'm not sure whether or not you're staying up there, you know, over the holidays, or whether you're going to make it down to this neck of the woods. But it'd be good to see you in person at some stage if that's possible. But you know, either way, have a nice Christmas, and I'm sure I'll talk to you tonight. Okay, see you later. Thanks, Blaise.